Give your MCP server a URL. This is what we are going to be doing today, and our MCP server is still alive and kicking. So we have our server and we have our tools as before, and we have our prompts. We created one single prompt and we have our resources, and everything works as expected. Make no mistake about it, and our resources and tools and everything works. Now, one thing I want you to take note of is what we have here, standard IO. So what it means is that this MCP server we built, by the way, this is the code base, this is all the tools we talk about. This MCP server we built is working just locally, it's deployed locally. It's actually not deployed, it's just working within the Python process that we created it in. So, but MCP servers, normally they are deployed on the web, somewhere on the cloud, and you have a URL to access them. How do we now give our MCP server a URL? And in that case, Cursor can actually access this server from a URL endpoint. This is what we are going to be doing today, step by step. I'm Kainton from Alkademy. Let's go. As I said before, this server is running using stdio, standard input output, and now we want to have it run on the web, on a web from a web endpoint. And the protocol is called Streamable HTTP. It's like our MCP server working from a HTTP location, but not quite the normal HTTP request and response methods, but Streamable HTTP. What is the difference between Streamable HTTP and stdio? stdio, Cursor spawns the process and Python runs, and then you have your results. It's like a USB cable to a process, no port, no URL. Streamable HTTP, Cursor gets the URL, and with the URL, it calls the server and communication starts. You start the process, the host dials the socket, and the communication remains open. Also, nothing changes a lot in terms of how request and response is made. There is no specification of endpoint like get, post, put, and delete endpoint. The MCP makes that decision on what tools to use. That remains and it doesn't change. Okay, so let's see exactly what we are going to do. We are going to adjust something in our MCP. We are going to flip the MCP run to use Streamable HTTP. We are going to leave the process running on port 8080. We are going to point cursor at /mcp, no command args, and we are going to call the weather and notes like before. Okay, so everything remains the same tools, get weather, add note, resource prompts, everything okay. Then we are going to add the transports. I'm going to explain that to you. Okay, let's go ahead to get started. So let's make those changes. The only problem is that this our beloved inspector is just an inspector. Actually does not work quite well with Streamable HTTP. Okay, so let's make the change. So the first thing we are going to do is to come here, and instead of saying MCP run, we are going to just use MCP run, specify the transport and the host and the port that you want to connect to. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to paste here, and you can see that we have MCP run. We specify now the transport parameter to be Streamable HTTP, and the host is going to be this host. I'm going to make it listen to all interfaces just for now. Now, this I have specifying the transport, the host, and the port. Now, this is the first change. Now, I'm going to stop the standard IO, which is currently running our inspector. So I'm going to clear this. Now, the next change you are going to make is to come here and you will actually delete all of this, and you specify only one single command or one single parameter, and that is going to be the URL. So once you make this change, you are pretty much done. So I'm going to save everything. Now what's going to happen is that our inspector will no longer work, but I'm going to show you a workaround for it in a minute. Let's go to the next slide. So this is what we just did. The inspector connect via Streamable HTTP if UI allows. For now, it doesn't. Okay, so let's see. We've talked about this. This is the change we just made. Okay, so now if we simply go to start this server, we are going to start this server not the same way we did before. So I'm going to say uv run python.py. It's not python.py, python server.py. And now this is going to run not the MCP dev, but it's going to simply run our server, MCP server directly, meaning that it's going to run this one. Okay, so if I start this, it starts running, and you can see right here, Streamable HTTP session manager started. Okay. Now, once it has started, now our MCP connection to cursor would have gone down by now. So I'm going to go to the cursor settings, and if we go to customize, our MCP you see is down. But before we turn it on, I'm going to just reload the window. So I'm going to press on my keyboard Command Shift P, and I'm going to just reload the window. And once it reloads, it's going to kind of acquire a new lease to this new MCP, or not the new MCP, but the same as MCP. So let's go back to customize, and now let's turn on our server. So I'm going to just turn it on, and everything still works fine. I'm going to say okay. Good. So now if we ask a question, what is the weather? Now it's running not as a local process now, but over Streamable HTTP. Okay, so I didn't change a lot. So let's ask, what is the weather? The weather today in Budapest, and let's see if it's going to get from our MCP now via Streamable HTTP. Let's see. Okay, so it's I'll look up the weather in Budapest using the Notes MCP weather tool. So you can see right here, and it's found it, get today's weather for Budapest, and it found it. And take note what is happening here in the command line. So there is some API calls under the hood. So your tools can actually make API calls or connect to database or whatever happens. Now it's telling you what is happening right here. So you can see right here. In Budapest today, it is mainly clear, 33 degrees Celsius, wind 14.4, and so on. Okay, let's try another thing. Add a node titled HTTP with body MCP server reachable by URL. Now let's ask it to do this and see if it adds it as well. So I'm going to send this prompt across, and let's see if this works. I'll add the node through the Nodes MCP server. Explored available tools. You can see it works as usual. Let's see the response. It's making the call. It's making a post here, and you can see right here the request made here, and it added a node saved. Okay. Now if we go to the nodes like our database, you can see the node added here. HTTP MCP server is reachable by URL now. Now, what of our beloved inspector on the browser? I really love this tool because it helps you know, understand your progress. I'm going to give you a command to actually run this inspector via HTTP or via using the Streamable HTTP. So I'm going to start a new terminal, and I'm going to just run this command. So you can see mpx. So I'm going to just paste the command for you. I don't know where to paste it, but if you look in the description below, you can find this command. Take note that this is the URL for the MCP you specified. Okay, so if you go now to our beloved inspector, you can see now it says Streamable HTTP right here. So we can connect as usual, and we can go ahead to test everything as usual. So everything works perfectly well. So we've covered a lot of things: MCP, creating tools, creating prompts, creating resources. switching from standard I/O to streamable HTTP. Now we are ready to do something a bit more involved. We've covered on our laptop, we covered HTTP, and we also highlighted that a local process cannot be used in production. We're going to be talking about alt later on. Okay, so next, agents or RAG. Agents that use your MCP tools or RAG over your own documents. Please leave me a comment on which one you want me to cover. Otherwise, I will like to talk about agents. But yeah, I want to see your comments to let me know what you really want me to cover in the next lesson.